Hi, my name is Sean Roberts, and I'm going to bring you some first impressions of the Verizon Droid made by Motorola together with Google. Let me give you a little information on my background and perspective. I am not a professional reviewer. I am not abnormally skilled with tech either. I'm a consumer. I've probably used, about 20 different phones over the last 2.5 years, so I have a pretty good perspective on using a lot of different devices. I've used every platform, although I've not used Symbian or S60 very much. Used it only briefly with the Nokia N95. But today I purchased the Motorola Droid from Verizon. I'll bring it into the picture here since it should be the star of the show. And have been using it for about 8 or 9 hours today. I'm normally an iPhone user. I have the 3GS, and I shut the iPhone down this morning because I want to give the Droid really a fair shot. I'm going to give you some of my perspectives on things I've heard about the device from other people that have reviewed it. I'm skipping the unboxing because, with the exception of the box, there really is not a whole lot to look at. It comes with a connector cable, USB cable, and a wall plug, and that is about it. Cool packaging, though. Definitely have to say that. They did a good job on the packaging. First thought is the size and weight of the device, and I'll just try to hold this device up and give you a shot of the iPhone 3GS kind of side by side there. And no question, the Motorola Droid screen is bigger, obviously at 3.7 inches. And the thing about the Droid, though, is it is, well, it's not a whole lot bigger or thicker than the iPhone. It does feel quite a bit heftier in your hand. I asked a few people to hold it today that had used other phones, and they recognized right away that it felt heavier. Obviously, in addition to the beautiful screen, it's got the slide-out keypad, which I'm going to talk about in just a minute. The keypad has been the subject of a lot of discussion. It was part of the Verizon commercials. One of the benefits over the iPhone was having this physical keypad. Try to hold it up here so you can get a good look at it. The things that people said about the keypad are primarily true. I did not hear a lot of positive comments, and I would say the keypad is not real solid. The keys are flush, they're small, cramped, and it doesn't add a whole lot to the device, in my opinion. I'm not sure why they decided to include this keypad. They could have left it out, because the on-screen keypads that come with this device, which I think are stock Android, but regardless of what they are, they're solid in portrait and landscape. So far, I would rather type in landscape on the stock keypad, on a virtual keypad on the phone. That could change after a few days of use, but it's hard for me to ever see this keypad becoming really useful. I've used some really good keypads on front-facing QWERTY devices and sliders, like some of the HTC devices, and this keypad's just not there. So moving on to a couple of other things, Android Market. Android Market is actually surprisingly good, in my opinion. Yes, it has less apps in terms of quantity than the iPhone, but a lot of the basics are covered. Facebook, Twitter, there's a note-taking app. There's an app where you can record your incoming calls, which I don't think you can get in the App Store. You have to jailbreak to do that. You can get most of your bases covered in the Android Market. Plus, you can if you're a Google Voice user, the phone is excellent because you can download the Google Voice app, which integrates with the device and allows you to make all calls using Google Voice. One thing I'd throw out there to people that are watching this, if you can help me with this, it'd be great. I cannot find a way on this Google Voice app to change the phones to which my calls are forwarded. Spent quite a bit of time looking for it because I forward to a couple of phones during the day, and I stop forwarding to my work phone at night. I can't find a way to do it from the device. If anybody knows, I would love to hear that. Media on the device, stock music player, video player, bare bones, not much to them. Videos look great, and music, actually, I'll throw this out there. This is the best speaker I've ever seen on a mobile device. This is like having a stereo. The thing blasts out. And I would show you, but I'm not sure it comes across real well on this type of video. But my wife asked me if I had a stereo going in the other room when I was playing a song earlier. So, fantastic speaker. If you're used to listening to podcasts through iTunes, you're going to have a bit of a tough time when you get into Android. There's not a real good solution. As far as I know, there's not a desktop sync solution. I'm using Google Listen, which after a little bit of work actually is pretty nice. It allows you to download podcasts and keep up to date automatically. It's something that iTunes on the iPhone does not do. Question that people have been asking, is this the iPhone killer? I don't think that's a fair question. I think the question is this a solid device that can be useful to people? And I think the answer is absolutely yes. It's got a lot of features. If you're a Gmail user, great Gmail integration all over the device. What I would recommend if you're thinking about it, get into a Verizon store with a live device and play around with it, type on the keypad, play with some of the applications, see what you think. And also keep in mind, if you're not on Verizon and you're coming from another carrier like Sprint or T-Mobile or even AT&T, you may end up paying a little more because Verizon's prices are a little bit higher. That may be worth it to you. It's not a big deal to me because AT&T's network is actually very good in Oklahoma City where I live. But that's something to consider also. This has been Sean Roberts with my first impressions of the Motorola Droid from Verizon. And you can find me on Twitter, if you want to follow me, at Sean J. Roberts. Actually, just Sean J. Roberts, no .com. Thanks for watching.